After meeting with my teacher in class, I decided I needed to contribute my efforts to the mask making world and make a video about it. So here's how to make a face mask. Make sure to use 100% cotton and no knits. I picked these kits up from my teacher's teacher who made them for us. You're going to need 2 7-inch elastic strips and 2 rectangles that are 12 by 9. One that will be the cotton outside and one that's interfacing. Miss Johnson already ironed it for me though, so here's me pretending to iron it on for you. Now we're going to make the stencil for the pleats. Put your ruler 1/4 inch away from the edge and draw long lines at 1.5, 3, and 4.5. Then draw shorter lines at 1, 2, 2.5, 3.5, 4, and 5. Flip your iron rectangle in half with the wrong sides out and right sides together. Now we're going to sew this line at 1/4 inch seam allowance, but don't sew in the middle, leave a space for us to turn it inside out. Here is me trying to swat an invisible bug away from my machine. Shoop! That was the sound of my thread seeing me trying to get something done and deciding it needed to social distance itself from me. Here's me actually sewing. Wow, look, it's sewn! Now listen, this is hard to show you with one hand, but basically you're going to stick the elastic inside the tube you've just sewn and pin it to the corner so that when we turn it inside out, the straps are on the insides. Make sure that when you pin it, it's not twisted. Here's it pinned. Now do the same to the other side. Then you're going to sew down the edges, making sure to do a couple of back stitches on the elastic to give extra strength. Here's me sewing again. And back. And forward. And just for good measure, back again. There we go, sewn. Now flip. Wow, she's beautiful. Don't look at my ironing board, it's just burnt. Anyways, iron that baby. Now here's where we use the stencil. Line the mask up with the 1/4 line because we took the seam allowance out and then pinned the longer lines. Also pin the 3 lines under the longer lines. Now here comes the hardest part to explain. You're going to fold the bottom pin over the other pin so that forms a pleat. Like this. I'm not pinning them because I was bending my pins, but I'm going to iron the pleats into place so that they stay when I sew. You can also temporarily baste it into place. Tip of the day, don't hold pens in your pocket because this will happen. Anyways, top stitch at 1/4 inch around the perimeter. Iron. Clip those loose threads. Now attempt to display your mask on a wig head, but then remember that they don't have ears, so stab pins into the styrofoam. And there you have it. Now get to sewing.